The Social Security increase is going to be announced next week. I'm going to give you my prediction on what I think the COLA is going to be. But here's the truth. Over the last couple of years, COLA has not been enough. And 2026 is not going to be any different. So the estimated $52 increase that seniors are going to get, or the $23 that disability beneficiaries are going to get, it's not going to do anything or change anybody's life drastically. In fact, it's going to do the opposite. So, what I'm going to do is I am going to share with you a new report that estimates that seniors have lost $5,000 on average because of policy around Social Security increases. And then I will walk you through a solution that will put thousands of dollars back in the pocket of seniors and give you the money that you've been cheated out of because cost of living adjustment has been so low over the last couple of years. My name is Kwame Kwale. I am a government benefits expert. For 15 years, I've been helping seniors get the retirement benefits they deserve. I create content on Social Security, Medicare, Medicaid, food stamps, and other personal finance topics that affect seniors both in and out of Congress. If you're new to my channel, welcome. I am glad you're here. Do me a favor, go into the comments and let me know your city and your state, because I like to know where you guys are watching my broadcast from. And if you've been watching this channel for a while, welcome back. I am glad you're here. We have a ton of stuff to cover. And I'm going to start with one basic truth. Before I give you my own Social Security cost of living adjustment prediction, I'm going to give you one basic truth over the last 20 years. And here it is. So, Social Security cost of living estimates for 2026, while a lot of experts have been talking about it, what people are not talking about enough is the fact that COLA has been low over the last 20 years, 2.6% average. So for 2026, it's not going to matter because we know it's not going to be anything to write home about. And so that's what I want to talk to you about in detail. Why that is. Why do we have such a low COLA when prices have been increasing like crazy? And most importantly, prices have gone up for a lot of goods and services and have stayed up. So let's get into the COLA prediction. Now, based on experts that really do this for a living and that are trusted by the news organizations, these are the two trusted estimates that we have right now for Social Security cost of living adjustment. The Senior Citizens League, a very well respected advocacy group for seniors, are predicting a 2.7%. But what I want to point your attention to is the fact that they started the year at 2.1% in January 2025, and then very slowly have been increasing their COLA, and now they are at 2.7% based on their September estimate. And then on the left-hand side, you have Mary Johnson, a highly respected Social Security policy analyst, and she started the year at 0.6%, which is even less than a percent, that was very tiny. And then she progressively worked her way to 2.8%. So what changed? Well, we all know what changed because prices have been going up. And over the year, this year especially, price increases have gone up and stayed up. And so if you look at the inflation information, it makes sense that, we are seeing such an increase, drastic increase in COLA. Let's start with food. Everything has gone up, and food prices have reached a record high in 2025. Believe it or not, 2025 is the record high for food prices. And that is not just the only thing that is increasing. Healthcare cost is going through a dramatic change. So, with Medicare prices increases that seniors are facing, you look everywhere and prices are going up. So the question is, what is a 2.7% COLA going to do? What is a 2.8% COLA going to do? Pretty much not much, because seniors are going to see all of that money evaporate very quickly because of Medicare Part B costs that are also going to go up. And so my main thing I want to share with you is a particular report from the Senior Citizens League. So, what is my prediction for cola? I think cola is going to be 2.8%. I think the inflation report that's going to come in this year on October the 24th, when they're going to announce the September inflation report, I think it's going to be higher than everybody thought it was going to be, which is going to force the Social Security Administration to, give a higher cost of living adjustment. So that is my prediction. But as I said, cola is not life changing, and it has never been over the last couple of years. And so, when you look at, cost of living adjustment over the last um, 15 years, it has never been higher than inflation. And that's what this data is showing. Cost of living adjustment has not been higher than inflation. Meanwhile, right? Meanwhile, this year, if you look at actual total inflation, you are going to see that cost has been increasing relatively since the beginning of the year. So if you look at 2025 inflation, it's been creeping up. So if you feel that prices are high, this is why, because prices have been so no, regardless of what the government is telling you, what the data is showing is completely different. So that is why you see that these analysts have been increasing their COLA all year, and they are actually close to the inflation number for 2.9 because things have been going up all year. And it's not just food prices, healthcare prices, transportation, um, rent, electricity, all of those things have been going up. And so the University of Michigan did a survey that shows that seniors, 53% of seniors reported feeling stressed about their finances. 52% are cutting back on everyday expenses, and 47% said they have been impacted by inflation a great deal. You put all that together, and it makes sense why seniors are struggling. So a 2.8, 2.9% cost of living increase, it's not going to be a life changing thing. So, what is going to be? That is what I want to talk to you about. But before I go any further, if you want to stay on top of the news and get news updates from me by text messages so that you can understand what is happening and how it impacts you and your retirement, text the word insider to 443-293-0080 to be added to my text list, and you'll be receiving text messages from me. You can also ask a question on that text message if you have something to ask me. So text the number insider, the word insider, sorry, to 443-293-0080 to be added to join thousands of people who have already signed up messages. Now, this is what couple of years and why seniors have lost a lot of money. So the Senior Citizens League released a report recently, and they said that seniors, let me make sure you can see this. Hold on a second. There we go. So the report says seniors miss out on thousands of dollars in Social Security payment due to bad government policy. Seniors miss out on thousands of dollars in Social Security due to bad government policy. That's the headline. So let's read it together to understand what they're saying. So they're saying that Social Security cost of living adjustment has been delayed to Friday, October 24th, due to the complications arising from the government shutdown. This announcement was previously slated for October the 15th. A new analysis from the Senior Citizens League showed that the average senior who retired in 1999 has lost $5,000 in Social Security payments as a result of government using the wrong price index to calculate inflation, to calculate cost of living adjustment. The COLA is currently calculated with CPIW, a price index that tracks inflation for people who work and live in cities. That is a big, big thing there. It tracks inflation for people who work and live in cities. Instead, it should be using the CPIE, which is designed to reflect seniors' budget and tends to come in slightly higher than the CPIW. On average, the CPIE comes in about 0.1% point higher than the CPIW. So it is showing benefits lost over 25 years retirement due to calculating COLA with CPIW instead of CPIE. This is huge. So let's look at it together. Okay, that wasn't a good idea. So let me go back and that okay, maybe we can work with it. So let's see. So it is showing, yeah, that's not gonna work. So let me go back and make it a little smaller. Um, there we go. So what it is showing is that if you retired in 1999, right? Hopefully you can see this. If you retired in 1999, you have lost 5,000. If you retired in 2004, you have lost 5,600. If you retired in 2014, you've lost 8,000. And if you retired in 2024, 12. So basically, it's working its way backwards. So, how much you have lost since. Um, and so, what does this mean? This means that the government is using an inflation index that is costing seniors money. I think my internet is acting up, or did I take myself out of the screen? Yes, I did. So the government is using an inflation index that underestimates how much seniors' cost of living are rising and is using that as the benchmark to calculate your social security index. And that is costing you a lot of money. So if you retired in 1999, you've lost $5,000. And progressively, it's going high because the COLA it's added to people who haven't even retired yet. So it determines how much they come in to get benefits. And so when you look at 1999 all the way to now, it makes sense that somebody who is retiring now is being underpaid by a big amount because their social security has not been adjusted correctly by inflation. So the amount they're receiving in 2025 is not the number that they should be getting, is $12,000 short a year. So that is what I wanted to share with you today. And it's not a very exciting news. I know I was going to give you a COLA prediction, but I'd like to tell you the big picture. What is happening with your benefits? Does this make sense? And for you to have the information to be able to see why things are the way they are. That's my job. At least that's the job I claim to do. And so I feel a responsibility to not just tell you how much your COLA is going to be, but why it's so low and what are the factors behind that. And so I hope that was helpful to you. And before I go, I want to talk about Medicare. We are in open enrollment season, and I want to make sure that seniors get the best and get a peace of mind with their Medicare benefits because you have earned the benefits. So get the best out of it. 90% of all seniors are in the wrong Medicare plan. It's costing you money, it's costing you your health. So my job is to share with you educational content about Medicare, give you guides that will help explain the Medicare benefits better, and connect you with the best Medicare resources and support. And so the basic truth is that there are 24,000 Medicare plans out there. And the reason why seniors are overwhelmed is because there are so many changes happening that it's hard to keep track of. But then you also got your annual notice of change letter, which you're supposed to read and understand everything that's there, and then go to the marketplace and compare different plans and pick the plan that's best for you. Seniors don't have time for that, or they don't have, understand the complexity of Medicare to make the right choice. And so they keep renewing the current plan that they're on, thinking that is the best plan for them, and it's not. It may not be. And so we've partnered with Chapter Medicare. Why? Because Chapter is not there to sell you any particular company's plan. They're there to be the unbiased, free advisor to help you pick the plan that is best for you. They will first look at your current plan. If you're on the right plan, they will tell you. If you're not, they'll help you switch to a better plan. They're open every day of the week during this open enrollment season, including weekends, Saturday and Sunday, 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. Eastern. So give them a call, 539-205-2147, or go to askchapter.org/insider and they will help you. We've sent them almost 3,000 people from our channel, viewers like you, who have gotten that peace of mind about Medicare. What do I mean? In my mind, peace of mind about Medicare is that during this open enrollment season, you've done three things. Number one, you have reviewed your current plan and figured out what you like and what you don't like about it. Number two, you've compared it to other plans in your area that you are eligible for. And number three, that your plan that you pick for 2026 covers your budget. And when I mean budget, not just premium, because there's co-pays, deductibles, out-of-pocket costs. The average senior is spending about $6,600 a year on out-of-pocket costs. You want to make sure you consider the cost in totality, and then you consider that your providers are in the network for the plan that you've picked, your doctors, the hospitals, and then prescription drugs. Make sure that it covers the most important drugs that you need. If you do those three things, that is what I call peace of mind, because once you pick a plan after that, you know that it covers your needs perfectly and that is the right plan for you. So do not automatically renew your current plan without comparing it in the marketplace to see if there's a better plan for you. Chances are there is, and Chapter can help you figure that out. These guys are legit. They are licensed agents waiting to work with you. A+ rated with the Better Business Bureau. Tons of 5-star reviews from people we have sent to them that have gotten feedback. I see all the time in my comments people who listened to what I was saying and went to Chapter and have saved a lot of money, and they'll come and post it in the comments. So they will save you on average $1,100 during this open enrollment on Medicare Advantage plans. Give them a call or go to askchapter.org/insider and they'll call you back. So I hope this has been helpful to you. If you want to stay in touch with news and updates, text the word insider 443-293-0080 and you join my text list and start receiving text messages from me about important news and updates that you should know about. So if you like what you heard, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, hit the notification button so that you get updates when I release new videos. Thank you for joining me this Saturday, October the 18th. I know there's a lot of things you could be doing right now, so I appreciate your time spending it with me on this video, and I'll see you tomorrow.